Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Kennesaw State Owls Dynasty here on College Football 25. Our Owls enter this Week 3 matchup at 1-1 as we fell last week in the Battle for I-75 rivalry game against Georgia State. A tough one there as our offense just really couldn't get any continuity going. No offensive flow as we ended with just 10 points, albeit a defensive domination as we had a bunch of sacks. I think 5 sacks overall last week. Now here hosting the 1-1 Charlotte 49ers. Now here at the opening kickoff for the second time here from Fifth Third Stadium as we have our second home game here of the season as we're now underway here in Week 3 of this Year 3 season. Hopefully our Owls can get back into the win column, although not an easy task here today against the Charlotte 49ers. There's Dwayne Thomas Jr., the top receiver on this team out of Hollywood, Florida. And here's Max Brown at quarterback. Very illustrious career here for Charlotte. Over 70 passing touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. They're going to start a run here for Tron Kelman. 85 overall at running back, although he's stopped there on the edge by Donovan Westmoreland, who enters the Week 3 contest here against Charlotte with 6 sacks already on the season. Dominant start for him. Now they're going to try and set up a screen here for Kelman as they do get it. Good blocking there into the second level as that'll go for a first down. Charlotte with 2 of the best interior offensive linemen in the country, and Mo Clipper Jr., number 55 at left guard, transfer from Tennessee, and Isaiah Loudermilk at center as they go back for the ground game here, 9 yards for Kelman. Charlotte now up to the 45-yard line here, 2nd and 1. There's the man in motion there into the backfield as Brown going to pass here, just swings it out to the man who motioned there into the backfield. That goes for no gain. Now 3rd and 1 here, still at the 45. Man in motion there for Charlotte as they'll fake it to Kelman, and off the play action they get to completion. That was Dwayne Thomas Jr. on the catch there to move the chains. And Charlotte now across midfield here at Kennesaw State's 49-yard line. We'll go back for Kelman as he'll be stopped there at the line of scrimmage. Good tackle there from Aaron Bryant. His 2nd season at Kennesaw State after transferring from Texas. Now 2nd and 10. Brown has a man over the middle of the field, and that'll be caught as we couldn't force that incomplete. Devin Ross, I think, there on the hit. But a really nice snag there. I'm not sure who that was on the catch, but either way moves the chains for Charlotte. A big hit there now at the 27, first down. Gonna go underneath there. Breaks the tackle. Again, that's Dwayne Thomas Jr. to the 14. Now in the red zone, they're going to bring out 4 receivers. As again, they just go underneath, and that's going to be dropped. 2nd down after the drop. Charlotte moving the ball well on this opening drive. They go back for Kelman. He breaks the tackle there up the middle after resetting, gets 5. Now here, 3rd and 5 inside the 10. Going to go empty as Brown takes the snap. Has a man there, and he is going to hook up with him for the touchdown. Tremendous timing route there. Dwayne Thomas Jr. there working against Devin Ross. Absolutely ate us up on this opening drive. Very good timing throw, as I said there, from Max Brown. These two have had a lot of reps together here at Charlotte. Dwayne Thomas, a 1,000-yard receiver last year. Very good cut there towards the sideline. Just beats Devin Ross as the 49ers tack on a touchdown to start. Kennesaw State starts with it at the 14-yard line. 5:45 remaining here in this first quarter of play. Very flat offensive performance last week. Going to try and rewrite it this week. On the halfback circle, we'll get to Ashley, but that is dropped. I thought it was completed, thus I went hurry up offense, but I guess we'll just live with it. I'm going to go curl Ohio. Stanzi takes the snap, trying to get Monty Sahara there as he hangs on for the catch. That's going to go for 13. Now first down at the 27. And we'll get it for Quay Ashley. Had a drop there before, but gets a 5-yard gain this time. Now 2nd and 5. We'll go back to the ground game here for Quay Ashley. And really nothing doing there, just a couple. 3rd and 3 now at the 34. Stanzi takes the snap and then try to roll to the right now. Have a man there down the field, and that's Monty Sahara. We were just going to maybe just hang on and scramble with that one, but instead we'll take the 19-yard gain. Or at least I think it was 19 yards, something like that. 20 yards, 21 yards. But nonetheless now into Charlotte territory. Go to the ground game here for Nolan Ruggs. His first touch of the day. Nice run there for the freshman, gets 7. Now 2nd and 3 at the 38. We'll try a weak flood. Stanzi takes the snap. Again, going to roll to the right. Just going to try and dump that off for Carson Kemp, but we couldn't get it to him. Now a 3rd and 3 at the 38. I think again we'll audible to a pass here. Go Z spot. As there, Monty Sahara, the man in motion. As Stanzi takes the snap again, just going to roll to the right here. Have a man going down the field. That's Carson Kent. He hangs on there for 27, now down to the 11-yard line. First down, Kennesaw State. A good opening drive to answer that of Charlotte's. As now we'll try some option here. Staines does get the pitch off there for Quay Ashley, and he will get down there to the end zone, but I think that is coming back to a hold. Unfortunate outcome there. A holding call on right guard Kalari Gordon wipes out a touchdown. Now 1st and 20 to the 21. Quay Ashley just 3. Now 2nd and 17 at the 18. We'll try tight end attack. Staines, he takes the snap and go for the end zone, but hit as he threw and couldn't get that one off cleanly. Now 3rd and 17. I guess we'll go smash here. Trying to get that in the corner for the end zone for Boone into triple coverage. But luckily for us, just forced incomplete as that falls harmlessly to the ground. Now a 35-yard field goal attempt here for Erik Calvillo. Was 1 for 3 in last week's 3-point loss to Georgia State. So big for him to get back on track as this one up. And it is good as Kennesaw State does not get a touchdown to match that of Charlotte's, but we do get points on our opening drive. 7-3 here late in the first quarter. Charlotte back with the ball. 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter as they start at the 14. And they'll fake it for Kelman. Max Brown there to the near sideline has a man. And that's going to go for a first down. I think 13 yards on that one, as that does bring us, or it doesn't bring us into the second quarter. Now that'll bring us into the second quarter as Rudy Teray, the redshirt freshman D tackle, with his first big play of the season. Going to put an exclamation point here to end the first quarter. A big tackle for loss there, as we do have 78 total yards of offense. A good opening drive there, 7.1 yards per play. But we got to get touchdowns here. We can't just keep settling for these field goal attempts. Charlotte with it at the 23 here, 2nd and 14. As a man there at the near sideline that gets a few. So that eats up about 3 yards. Now 3rd and 11 made it a little bit more manageable. Still 3rd and long for Charlotte here. And Brown going to fire there to the near sideline. Has a man, but Kelman could not keep his feet in bounds, as that does force him out. So 4th down here. Good response from Kennesaw State. Field goal on their opening drive. Now they get a stop on defense. Force the punt as they are going to get the ball back here. Nolan Ruggs on for the return. And he does have some space to work with, as he'll work that to the 36. Charlotte now stacking the line, showing some pressure. We'll go slant flats, maybe get Ruggs. As we will go for him. See if he can break the tackle one-on-one, and he cannot. So not the best decision there, going for a 4-yard loss. More often than not, we'll give our playmakers a chance there one-on-one to make a play. Maybe not as a freshman, maybe going into his sophomore, junior season. That's a one-on-one chance that Ruggs starts winning. And now Stanzi over the middle for Kent, just broke off the route. Thought he was going to keep going towards the sideline, almost intercepted. Now 3rd and 14 will go strong flood. And Stanzi takes the snap. Try and get that for Dobson, and a good job there by the linebacker, sinking back there in zone. Thought we might be able to dip it over the top there for Dobson, but not the case, as Kennesaw State now forced to punt. Each team trade punts here early in the second quarter. Lonnie Hart that time going to get to about the 31 and will bounce all the way back to, takes a very Kennesaw State friendly bounce all the way back to the 10-yard line. Charlotte back with it here, starting at their own 10-yard line. And they go for Kelman as he breaks a tackle, bounces off a man, gets 8. The false start backs him up a little bit, so 2nd and 7 now. Backed up to the 13. Brown fakes it. Has a man over the middle. That's almost intercepted by Nelius Johnson. Bit there on the fake, was recovering back into his zone. And that one, Max Brown tried to force it over the middle in the hands of Nelius Johnson, but not intercepted, just knocked down. So another 3rd down here for Charlotte, 3rd and 7. As a man over the middle of the field, and that's going to be knocked down by Devin Ross. Closed in on it, as I think Brown targeting his tight end that time. So another punt here for Charlotte, deep in their own zone here. See if we could take advantage here from the field position battle. Ruggs going to field that at about the 37, and so work that up to the 46. Kennesaw State starting with it here at about midfield. And Stan's just going to go underneath there, almost intercepted. Another really bad decision. They were playing so far off there, we thought we had a cushion, but a little reluctant. Should have threw that a little bit sooner. Now 2nd and 10. We'll go Quay Ashley here. Nice blocking up front. Trey Butts at left tackle picked a good one up, and that'll get 8. 3rd and 2 now into Charlotte territory. We'll go back to the running game here for Ashley. And so come up short. So 4th and inches at the 44. And we'll bring on Kevin Page here, the freshman power back to get this inch for us. And so get more than that. Works it ahead for 5. Now up to the 39, we'll go tight end stick here. And Stanzi takes the snap. I'll try to get that to the sideline for Jermichael Braham, but nothing doing. Even though Stanzi took a big hit that time, going to come back to a hold. Holding calls just really continue to derail some of our drives. That is now backed up 1st and 20 at the 49. Going to try some play action here. And Stanzi over the middle there for Braham. I'm not sure what that hit, if it hit the hands there of the defender or not, but incomplete regardless. Now 2nd and 20, we'll just try and catch him off guard here with a run as Kevin Page will get 5. Now halfway through the 2nd quarter, we'll try flood post outside of field goal range here. Try and get man there at the sideline to Alvin Alexander. He makes the catch, gonna get some extra after it, and he'll dive in for the touchdown. Alvin Alexander. That might be his first catch here in this dynasty, and what a big one that is. A risky throw there from Stanzi, but just going up or giving his man there a chance to make the play. Alvin Alexander the third, a redshirt sophomore, that beyond midfield. Stanzi making that throw, Alexander jumping up and getting it, and a poor angle there by Ali on defense, and Alexander just turned on the Jets there after the catch as he found the end zone, and Kennesaw State takes the lead here. It looked a little bleak there after that holding call, backed up to about midfield, but we are able to find the end zone as we already match our point total from last week, 10-7 here, halfway through this 2nd quarter. The Kennesaw State defense has really come to play today. See if they can keep it going here. Charlotte now trailing. They'll go for Kelman on the ground, and this will work that for 5. Solid day so far for this Owls run defense, going up against a very good running back here. And now Brown, quick throw there again in the hands of Denelius Johnson. An interception there really would have given us all the momentum at this point. But Charlotte lives to see another down. 3rd and 5, we'll go nickel blitz. Haven't really sent any pressure here at Brown. See how he reacts here. Another big spot man open over the middle, and that's Dwayne Thomas Jr. the drop. Again, Devin Ross reacting just in time to force that incomplete as Charlotte again goes 3 and out, punting from their own zone. Here at the 30 this time, long there, as that'll go back to about the 25, I believe. Ruggs another return there, wrapped up at the 28. Devon Stanzi, a passing touchdown last time out. I think just the 2nd of the season for him so far. 4:30 remaining in the half. We'll go back for Kevin Page, showing good patience there, working it up for 8. Now 2nd and 2, we'll go RPO, and we'll just give it to Page there, play it a little more safe as we do get the 1st down, but an injury timeout now. Kevin Page to the sideline. That'll now bring out fellow freshman here, Nolan Ruggs, as we will give it to him here. Ruggs will get ahead for 2. Now 2nd and 8 here, light box for Charlotte. We'll go back for Quay Ashley now, and this will show good vision there. Gets ahead for the 1st. Really relying on the running game here, especially late here in the half, trying to just drain the clock. Maybe find the end zone again, make it a 2-possession game rather. Good blocking to the outside. Quay Ashley, another 7. Now here, probably the last play before the 2-minute warning. Did not have to call a play there, but we did. Try and get Dobson there over the middle as he comes back to it, makes the catch. Another good hit there in the passing game as Devon Stanzi now up to 112 passing yards, as that does bring us to the 2-minute warning. Now a 1st down at the 32. Go back to the running game here for Ashley. Again, good run blocking, and he'll get 7. Now 2nd and 3, we'll go flood post. Stanzi takes the snap, pocket collapsing, and we're trying to get rid of it as we're backtracking, but could not throw that one away. So now it'll be 3rd and 15 all the way back to the 36-yard line. At this point, would really just like to get in more manageable field goal range, as we'll just go slants here as this clock winds down. Stanzi takes the snap. Can someone get open over the middle? And that's going to be thrown into traffic. Knockdown incomplete. So Erik Calvillo, who was 1 for 3 last week, will bring him on for a 53-yard field goal attempt here. See if we can make it a 6-point lead heading into the half, although that might be a little short. It is on the money, as that is no good. Just short there from Erik Calvillo, as now that'll be back-to-back weeks where he missed a field goal. This time on the money there, just short from 53, as we were a little bit short there on the power meter. And now the 49ers do have some time to make something happen here. All their timeouts taken over at the 36. Brown to the sideline, had a man open, but out of his reach. Incompletion there. Now second down, 27 seconds left. And that's almost intercepted. That was Therese Hamilton working out of his zone, putting his hands on that one. Should have been intercepted. Had one last week. As we've had a few interceptable passes here that have not resulted in that. Is now Brown going to scramble, just dives down or slides down for 3 yards. So 4th and 7, we will call a timeout as we didn't really get the best return here. So we'll just give it a run here for Ashley. See if he can break a big one off to end this half. Probably not. And he will get nothing. So that will take us into halftime now, as it's been a highly competitive game to this point. We left some points on the board with that missed field goal. That sack on that drive really forced us back out of field goal range. Had we not taken that big loss, probably would have been in a position to knock ahead a field goal to extend this lead. But our defense has come to play against a very good offense. 111 total yards for Charlotte, and I think 171 for us, as we have moved the ball pretty well like we did last week, but we just did not have much to show for it. Just 10 points last week. You see there at right tackle, Ethan Newman holding up very well against Demon Clowney, who we have yet to mention just because he's been so silent so far. But Demon Clowney, the brother of Jadeveon Clowney, number 3 on defense for Charlotte, one of the top pass rushers in the nation, has been silent so far. But 10-7 off the throw from Devon Stanzi, touchdown there to Alvin Alexander III, as we are now underway here in the second half. Kennesaw State with the ball and the lead. Hopefully we can add on. Here's Demetrius Boone, the kick returner this week, as he gets that to the 21. Kennesaw State starting at the 21 here. Ashley and Page both in the backfield. As we'll go downfield there for Bryce Dobson, coming back for it but can't hang on. Second down now at the 21. As we'll go for Ashley, and he'll work it ahead for 6. 3rd and 4 now at the 27. We'll go roll out flood. And we'll have Dobson open, but not a good throw. I don't know why he was so late to turn back for it. That one, a quick developing route in a short yardage situation, and a missed opportunity there for the Owls. So going to have to punt here to open the half. As we go 3 and out, Lonnie Hart on for another punt. As that, again, we do get the bounce. That one back to the 27. Now Charlotte on offense, not even a minute into this half. Brown there on the slant has a man. I think that's Dwayne Thomas Jr. That's a nice hit out of the gate here to start this 3rd quarter. Now up to the 41. Brown gonna fake and keep and send that for a tight end there. Goes for a decent gain. They get the 1st down. That's Jairus Mack shaking up injury timeout. And just like that, the 49ers into Kennesaw State territory, as they go for Teron Kelman, finds a lane. Still going, gets the 1st down. Disregard, he did not get the 1st down. 2nd and inches. He did get 10 though. Man, almost caught offside there as they keep it for Brown. And he'll work that to the sideline. A nice game there to the 23. 49ers moving the ball very well here to start the second half now at the 23, 1st down. As Kelman, they're going to swing out. Brown. Time to throw. Try to dump it off for Kelman, but a little bit too late as he takes a hit. That was Maurice Davis coming off the edge. A very good start to the season for him, although a little quiet here today. And now 2nd down. Brown has a man there, and we had, I think, Devin Ross there in very good coverage, is able to knock it free, so that's not going to bring up a 3rd and 10. I thought the receiver there hung on, but Devin Ross, another good reaction, showing very good recovery skills. 3rd down for Charlotte. Brown now going to try and run, as he'll slide down, so it's going to be another 4th down, as he was met there by Delius Johnson. Here, a 35-yard field goal attempt to tie it up. Zeke Shockey, a blocked field goal last week. See if he can get it going again here, as he does not, and that one is off the left upright, no good. And it's good to see our opponent now sharing our kicking woes. Still 10-7 here early in the 3rd. Kennesaw State back with the ball. The Owls now at the 20 have to add to their lead at some point. Definitely don't feel comfortable, as this one's going to come back to a hold. Again, that's on left tackle Trey Butts. Now 1st and 20. Stanzi rolling to the right, and we're just going to throw that one away. Those holding calls just make it so hard to recover sometimes. Working with 20 yards instead. Now here's Stanzi, as we'll just dump that off for Carson Kent. That gets 5. A little bit more manageable now of a 3rd down. Still 3rd and very long. 3rd and 15. We'll try inside smash, going for Monty Sahara this time. As nothing opened up, and Devon Stanzi going to try and scramble for it, but too little too late as he takes the second sack of the day now. And again, Lonnie Hart going to punt here now deep in his own territory from his own end zone, actually. As he will get that one off. Takes a hit, and we're going to be bailed out by the roughing the kicker, or running into the kicker, whatever you want to call it. Typically, we're the culprit when it comes to those calls, but this time the beneficiary, as that one on 4th and 20 bails us out big time. Fresh life for the Owls now. We got to take advantage. Going to go triple option here to start. I'm sorry, power option. As we do get the pitch off there for Ashley. Makes a man miss there. Spin move there at midfield. And that's going to go for a huge gain. I think 20 or 31 yards for Quay Ashley. His biggest gain of the season so far. And that developed very nicely off the power option out of pistol train. And now we'll spread it out a little bit here. As Stanzi takes the snap, just dumped it off for Ruggs. Bad decision there as they had the corner there lurking in the flat, but still Ruggs able to hold on for the catch. No harm, no foul on the play. 2nd and 8 now. And we'll just give it to him more conventionally here on the ground game, although that one -1. Now 3rd and 9 at the 43. I think we're going to play it 4-down territory at this vicinity of the field in this stage in the game. Just give it for Ashley. We can't get anything there as Dre Martin, I believe, on the inside, totally dominating there against the run, coming off a block, and doesn't even allow us to get any leeway there. Thought we would get a decent gain there with Ashley, set up a 4th and short, but not the case. Now Lonnie Hart on for another punt here. As he gets that off, going to be towards the 10, and that'll be fair caught. Charlotte, a very good drive last time out, but field goal off the upright, no good. As they still trail here. Max Brown, as the pocket collapsed, able to get rid of that one. Tyler Anger on the hit that time, as we did bring a blitz. And now 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line. Brown going to be brought down for the sack just there at the 2-yard line, as that's Maurice Davis. We talked about him earlier. A sack and a half last week, back in the sack column now with a big one here against Charlotte late in the 3rd quarter. That's going to force them back 3rd and 18 now from their own 2-yard line. Working there against the left tackle. Tyler Anger also getting home as well as they meet there at the quarterback. Now 3rd and 19 at the 2. We're actually going to send a dime blitz this time. We can't get points on offense. Might as well try with a safety as they just go conservative there for Kelman. Gets 10. And another 4th down here as Charlotte will have to punt again deep in their own territory. As Long there really, from his own end zone. As he does get that one off. Going to be Nolan Ruggs there at about midfield. As we should have just fair caught that one, but wrapped up at the 49. Now at this stage in the game, 2:35 left. Very good field position, just half the field to work with. No excuses at this point. Go back triple option. Stanzi gets the pitch off for Ashley, and we'll get 5. We'll stick in that formation, but go flanker drive instead. 2nd and 5 here at the 46. Go for Velasco over the middle of the field. That's the true freshman Joe Velasco, his first college catch. That one for 10. Velasco, 6'5", 235 out of Florida. Gem tight end prospect, vertical threat with 88 speed, I believe it was. Our fastest tight end by far now. Ashley, a big hole opens up. He gets 11. The offense starting to click now. 1st down at the 25. Kevin Page checks back in at running back. Trying to run behind his blocks. He gets 3. 2nd and 7 now. The play clock is lower here than the game clock, so we'd have to call one more play. 2nd and 7 at the 22. We'll give it to Quay Ashley, as that will come back to a holding call. We couldn't have, take it into the 4th quarter without harming ourselves. That's going to force us back. I think that's Kalari Gordon again. So Gordon and Pitts now, each with a pair of penalties. I'm sorry, that's Butts, not Pitts, but that will take us into the 4th quarter. A pretty bland 3rd quarter there. A lot of defense, a lot of punts, but Kennesaw State still on top. No scoring yet here in the 2nd half, but we're in striking distance here as our offense has moved the ball well. 128 passing yards, over 100 on the ground, and just a 3-point lead here as we'll start at the 30. Going to try and open it up with a screen. Haven't run a screen yet here today. And we will get that off for Ashley, just barely. And again, another flag on the play, and that is going to be a hold again on Trey Butts there at left tackle. So I'm not sure if we have to rethink his spot, starting on the offensive line, because he has blocked pretty well, but just the penalties. And now 2nd and 26 at the 40. We go Kevin Page up the middle, just a couple. Now here at the 38, not really in field goal position. And Stanzi takes the snap. Try to go over the middle there for Sahara and just behind him, as that's going to be a 55-yard field goal attempt. And I think we will just give it a shot here. Our defense has played very well. I don't know if this is really in Calvillo's range, but we'll give him another shot here. And that's pretty much as good as we could have gotten it. And that is just short again. That one from 55. He missed from 53 earlier. Both of them just short. This one probably would have been good from 53, but just misses. Now, 3 missed field goals in this game combined. Erik Calvillo 1 for 3 like he was last week. And thinking back to last season, we missed no field goals. We were perfect, like 18 for 18 on the season, but already like 4 missed here in year 3. On to a new kicker there as Charlotte 4 yards to start this drive. The penalties just really did us in there. We had some good gains there, but Butts, Gordon, penalties. And speaking of penalties, this one going to give Charlotte 5. Kennesaw State keeping up the theme here with the penalties. Now 2nd and 1 for Charlotte. They go direct snap there for Kelman, and he's absolutely lit up there by redshirt freshman Steve Beckett. Not out there too much, but making an impact there. Big hit there to keep it from a first down. So 3rd and 1 now. Charlotte will give back to Kelman, and again going to be brought down. No gain on the play. That was Aaron Bryant and Tyler Anger on the stop, and they will go for it here. 4th and 1 at the 47. As Brown will dump that off, and we have Pettigrew there to make the stop, or at least hindered the efforts there from the ball carrier. Got some help there from Taj Fatt, as Kennesaw State forces the turnover on downs here in Charlotte territory. 8:23 remaining. Go back to the ground game here for Ashley, as he'll get 3. Okay, no more excuses at this point. We really just have to get a touchdown now, or at least a field goal. And Stanzi has a man over the middle. That's Lonnie Sahara able to hang on to that one a little bit behind him, as they were able to complete that time. Last target there for Sahara just off. Now we'll just hurry it back, go with the run here for Ashley. Just take it up the middle there for 5. Now less than 7 minutes left in the game, 2nd and 5. Go back for Ashley. Good blocking, hopefully no flags. And still take that for 11. Kennesaw State just keeping this time ticking here. 1st and 10 now at the 13. Go for Kevin Page this time, as Page works that outside for 5. And now we'll try and catch him off guard here. Go with a passing play. 2nd and 5 at the 8. Dobson there, the man in motion. Stanzi takes the snap, rolls to the left. Just dumped that off for Braham. As we do get him there, Braham fights ahead there to the 1-yard line now. 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1 now. 5 minutes remaining in the game. We'll just go for Coy Ashley, and he finds the end zone for the first time here today. He's had a very good game, over 100 yards rushing. Had that big one for over 30 off the option earlier, as Kennesaw State extends the lead now 17-7 here in the late stages. Less than 5 minutes remaining. It's good to finally get some insurance on the board. It was a very lackluster offensive showing last week. This week, we've been still getting the job done yardage-wise, but points-wise not so much, but finally able to reach the end zone here for the 2nd time, as it's now 16-7 Kennesaw State. Going to be a 10-point lead here, pending the extra point, as Erik Calvillo puts that one up and good. So Charlotte some work to do now, as the Owls put the pressure on them. And now we'll see if the Kennesaw State defense can close this one out. Charlotte turned it over on downs last time in their own territory, as Brown finds his man over the middle of the field. That's Dwayne Thomas Jr. breaks an arm tackle, and now still going, Dwayne Thomas Jr. He's going to take that one back for 75 yards over the middle of the field. One of the most explosive receivers there out of the AAC, and he's going to put matters into his own hands. It's been a long ride here with Max Brown at Charlotte. The team made the conference championship last week. Those two a big part of that, and now putting a little pressure back on Kennesaw State. We thought we might have been in the clear here, as Thomas Jr. over the middle there, wide open. Lester Reeves a little too far, into his zone there. Breaks the arm tackle there from Caden Harris, and then Christopher can't catch up to him. Q Billingsley can't catch up to him, and Dwayne Thomas Jr. on the house call, as he puts Charlotte back in this one. And now the Owls pretty much back into that same situation as they try to close it out, but not much time off the clock from then. As they go for Ashley here, nothing doing, plus a flag on the play. 1st down and 20. We'll try and get a screen going here, as we can't get it there for Ashley, just out of his hands. Now 2nd down, we'll try the halfback angle this time. Stanzi takes the snap. On to the left here. We're just going to keep it with his legs on the ground as he'll slide ahead, get 16. Brings up a manageable 3rd and 4. Now here at a pistol wing, we'll just go drive. As Stanzi takes the snap, we have Kent over the middle as he hangs on to that one through the big hit. We've seen Carson Kent over the duration of his career drop a lot of those passes, especially late in games with a lot on the line, but that time moving the chains. And some fresh life here for Kennesaw State, up 3 points here into the final 3.5 minutes. Just going to try and drain this clock as much as we can. Go back here for the ground for Quay Ashley, and so he'll get 4. Now 2nd and 6 at the 46. As the play clock winds down, Stanzi takes the snap. Going to try and get Jermichael Braham as he's going to be forced incomplete. A good play on the ball there from the safety. As now another 3rd down for Kennesaw State. I think we'll just try double slants this time. Roll out with Stanzi, maybe make a play with his feet. Takes the snap over the middle there for Dobson. We could not squeeze it in. Dobson had a step there, but the zone closed there. So Charlotte does force the 4th down. They force the punt. And they are going to get the ball back here with 2:34 remaining in this game. Their defense does a tremendous job to get the ball back. Not a good punt there from Lonnie Hart, as Thomas Jr. on the return that time works it to the 27. So 2:27 left in this game. Charlotte a chance to tie it or take the lead. Brown takes the snap. As a man, they're going back for it again. Dwayne Thomas Jr. spins away from a man, making some things happen, moving that up to the 40. And that does take us to the 2-minute warning. Charlotte a 1st down now at the 40-yard line. Man, at the sideline, that's Dwayne Thomas again. And it looks like a flag on the play. I think that might be against us. As they'll call unnecessary roughness on Devin Ross. I'm not sure how you figure that, which gives him 15 yards. I've really never even seen that penalty, and I'm not sure what forced him to call at that time. So now up to the 40-yard line for Charlotte, as they get a quick one here for the tight end, all the way now up to the 21-yard line. As that moves them up a good bit now. 1:25 remaining in the game. They go for Teron Kelman, as he'll be wrapped up there after just 1 yard. I thought, if anything, on that last play where that penalty was called, I thought Ross had a interception opportunity. As now Brown, a quick one there as Ross knocks that one incomplete. Now 3rd and 9 at the 19. 1:18 remaining. Brown going for the end zone there, and that's intercepted by Brandon Hillman, the transfer from Michigan last offseason. We've been waiting for him to have his moment with this team, and that time the dagger as he waves goodbye to the Charlotte 49ers. As Kennesaw State, some late drama here, more than likely going to take it. The 49ers still with 2 timeouts remaining, but just 1:11 left in the game. Kennesaw State up 3. A tremendous interception there. Therese Hamilton had an interception in the end zone last week, which forced a Georgia State drive. Obviously they're out of touchdown territory. What could have been a touchdown, as Brandon Hillman, a tremendous play on the ball. His 15th game now with Kennesaw State. His 1st interception for the senior safety. And now we'll go Quay Ashley. Pretty much a 1st down, wins the game as they call a timeout. As Ashley, 121 yards on 20 carries, a touchdown as well. And now we'll go for Kevin Page. Breaks off a tackle, then swarm there in the backfield, a 2-yard loss. So Charlotte takes their final timeout, 1:02 remaining. We'll go for Nolan Ruggs here. And he gets the 1st down, and that will do it here. 12 yards there for the freshman. Going to have to call just one more play here. I mean, we could just take 2 more knees, but we'll give Ruggs one more chance here to add on some yardage. As Stanzi will give it right back to him, but nothing doing that time. Gets 1 yard, so now we will come out in the victory formation here as Devon Stanzi takes the snap, takes the knee, and that's going to do it here in week 3. Kennesaw State advances to 2-1, a big win here over Charlotte. We allowed a touchdown early on, a touchdown late, which brought the 49ers back in it, but an interception there from Brandon Hillman secured this victory, a big one for Kennesaw State, as we needed a big rebound after last week's tough loss against Georgia State in that rivalry game. But now 2-1 on this year 3 season. Of course, we do have bowl aspirations. There's Alvin Alexander III with that crazy touchdown earlier. You didn't expect him, of all names, you definitely didn't expect him to be the man to make things happen. Dwayne Thomas Jr., 2 touchdowns for Charlotte, a dominant performance from him, albeit in a losing effort, but a disappointing start from the 49ers now at 1-2. as many had them as the favorites there in the AAC this season. But with that, this is where I'm going to leave you folks. We'll look at some stats here in closing. Devon Stancy, 12 for 28, just 42% completion, so he has not been efficient this year. We might see Deion Kendricks here shortly in the next couple weeks. We saw him a little bit last week. Definitely want to work him in again at some point. Ashley, 20 for 121, a touchdown. Page, 8 for 32. Ruggs, 5 for 22 as we continue to mix in these freshman backs. Receiving-wise, Alvin Alexander, of course, had that big one for 44 yards on that touchdown. Carson Kent, 3 for 43, had a huge first down catch there to keep the drive moving at one point there late in the game. Sahara, 3 for 46, 2 for -2 on Ruggs. Burhan, 1 for 8. Joe Velasco, the freshman out of Tallahassee, his first catch of his career for 10 yards. Dobson, just 1 catch. And nothing here for Demetrius Boone blocking. Ethan Newman had 4 pancakes, but gave up 2 sacks there at right tackle, working against Demon Clowney. Otherwise, pretty clean up front. Caleb Harris and Brandon Hillman led the way with 7 tackles. Tackle for loss for Anger, Teray, Maurice Davis, Aaron Bryant, Taj Fatt, Donovan Westmoreland, and then just 1 sack after our defense, I think, had maybe 9 or 10 collectively in weeks 1 and 2, but just 1 here this week going up against a very good offensive line, as that was Tyler Anger and Maurice Davis. They're credited with a half sack each, and Brandon Hillman an interception there to close the game. Erik Calvillo, another down performance, 1 for 3, but the field goals he missed was a 53 and a 55-yarder. Both just came up just short. Lonnie Hart, actually a pretty good day punting. Very glad we got this win for you here today. Now 2-1 on this Year 3 season. We expect big things, and hopefully we can carry this into next week in our matchup there against Arkansas State, as the Red Wolves blew us out last season as we look for revenge this year. But as always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.